a quick disclaimer. First, uh, I'm going to return to the topics very, very soon. Well, starting next week. And secondly, of course, whenever I do the ranting of regard to Gina Carano and her firing, it would be called the Wednesday Unleash. And in case I do this topics, like of course with the things involving the High Republic, which of course, and things Star Wars related, I do it with of course, it'll be called the Wednesday Awakens still. But, however, I know this would not be part of March Mayhem. The episode of the Wednesday Awakens, but this is a bonus episode, so enjoy the this topic of the Wednesday Awakens. But yes, this one will be part of March Mayhem. So here we go.
Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get to this podcast off the ground, I had so many questions. How do I record an episode? Where do I find my background music? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? Where do I find the advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. So, if you want to start a podcast, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast.
Hey guys, and welcome to the episode of the Wednesday Awakens. This episode we're going to be talking about is Legends material coming to Disney Plus. And of course, we are in that, and we dove down on the High Republic era. But even though, I will just say, of course, I'm not here to defend the High Republic. I'm just giving you my thoughts on the High Republic so far. But we're gonna end things on a high note with the Obi-Wan Disney Plus series cast reveal, who's joined Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen. So, yeah, here we go. Okay, first we're going to start off with, of course, well, if you guys don't want to hear about Disney Plus, you don't have, this is not me. Of course, guys, like I say, you don't have to resubscribe, because this is not me telling you to resubscribe your Disney Plus for the Star Wars Legends material, or the extended universe, which you prefer, but, even though I do call it an extended universe, I miss the Star Killer, however. And Dirge, the Bounty Hunter Slayer, which he's gonna be canon very soon in the War of the Bounty Hunters comic. So that's pretty much what I can say, but like I say, yes. So yeah, we are of course talking about Disney Plus with so what they're coming up with and here's what I got from the non-canon ones. Which are, of course, like, the Clone Wars was involved. So, yeah, hold on. Trying to get something here, like. So, I'm sorry, let's look for the list. So, yeah, so, yeah, they've already have the one that was announced, of course, is the Ewoks animated series and the Ewok live action films. And of course, my favorite one is Star Wars Clone Wars, the mini-series by Dexter's Lab and Samurai Jack creator Gandhi Tarkovsky. Oh, I also forgot he also did the Primal, the the goriest show ever. And I say I love Primal, to be honest. When I watch it on Adult Swim, that's where I begin to love the gore and the blood being featured. But in this one, Gandhi Tarkovsky, sure, man, the animation looks bad, but the cast and the voice cast and the character developments are pretty good. But even though the animation is bad, to be fair, and it looks like Hauntings, but again, I really do dig into the character development. And also, we have the Ewok adventure with, of course, the one from 1981. Oh wait, not from 1981, but it's late 80s, with Warwick Davis has gotten older, even though he's still pint size. Though still a short person, but he's gotten older. Like his voice was changing. But like he played as a kid. But there is the one from the infamous holiday special, including Han Solo and Leia and C-3PO, R2-D2, Chewbacca, Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, and Boba Fett with that same weapon that the Mando has. Oh, sorry, that Din Djarin has, as you saw on The Mandalorian. So yeah, they're gonna come on Disney Plus, but again, guys, I'm not telling you to to reactivate your Disney Plus. I'm not, defending Star Wars. I'm here to do my job as a podcast guy. But I think it's time. But when I say it's time to held Lucasfilm accountable, that would be for the Wednesday Unleashed, where of course I go into rant mode. But this one, I'm just doing my job. So, yeah. We're going to go to the next topic, of course, is with the Wednesday Awakens. We're going to get my first impression on the High Republic. Alright guys, before, I just want to, there's been a change of plans. The High Republic one will have to wait for a bit. I did get a notification from Star Wars where it says the Bad Batch trailer. Though the rest I just seen, like ignore, but but not the dislike ratio. And I gotta be honest, I don't blame the fans. I don't blame the Star Wars fans for disliking the other Star Wars after what happened with Gina Carano. And in my opinion, Gina Carano was the true pioneer of the MMA. No, that was a mistake of Lucasfilm for what they've done, but I'm not gonna get into that. Let's say that for the next Wednesday Awakens. Or sorry, say the next Wednesday Unleashed. But I do want to talk about Star Wars, however, with the Bad Batch. The Bad Batch is gonna come on May 4th, just in time for May the 4th be with you, which is gonna be a special edition, and we're not gonna schedule that on Wednesday. We're gonna make sure to. I'm gonna make sure to do it on a Friday. As soon as I get the other topics ready for the Wednesday Awakens edition of May the 4th. Edition, which I always do on May 4th. Which unfortunately for our creator, who sacrificed his life to save most of us. And we lost a few clones of his during the rescue mission. The creator has, paid the ultimate sacrifice to save us. So he didn't go out like Jango Fett did. But, however, I do want to break down. We begin with Tarkin, evaluate the Imperials, which of course the Clone Force 99 have no inhibitor chips implanted inside them. They were training to take down the Purge Trooper. While they're being validated with the young Grand Moff Tarkin. And they were, and Wrecker was like, give me more. And Tarkin was not very happy. And then, of course, they have an encounter with the young kid, knowing them as the Bad Batch. And, of course, we're going to have to reintroduce them again. I'm sorry, guys, I'm going to have to reintroduce them again, but we meet Echo, the hacker, who was once an ARC trooper until that mission in the planet, and of course, which caused them to believe to be dead, but then he was captured by the Separatists. On a mission of Achilles, or Achilles. Well, it's been a while since I watched the Clone Wars, okay? And there's Tech, who's of course the programmer. Who's the programmer, and Wolf, the leader of Clone Force 99, or the Bad Batch, as I like to call them. And Wrecker, the heavy clone juggernaut, who is full of energy. And also with Crosshairs, the sniper of the Bad Batch. And they, of course, are being hunted down by the Imperials to be found and wiped out, as ordered by Grand Moff Tarkin. Yeah, I'm holding a sausage because I don't want to eat yet. I just had a Mountain Dew kickstart so I could be energized for this. But, yes, as everybody sees, it says it was a familiar voice. And it's Fennec, and it's been confirmed that it is a Fennec from The Mandalorian. And yes, the other one who is believed to be dead. Yes, the other one who was once believed to be dead. Yet, she was brought back by Boba Fett. But I wouldn't say spoiler alert, but if Jay Carrano wasn't fired, then I would do that. But in this one, I'll spill the beans. No spoiler warning, just, just until Jada Carrano gets rehired, which is unlikely to happen. Jada Carrano, unless Jada Carrano gets rehired, there's not going to be a spoiler warning. But I am, of course, looking forward to the Bad Batch coming on May 4th. But which was also last year's series finale of the Clone Wars, with victory and death. Yeah, and now it's a year later, where we ended the Clone Wars arc with Order 66, and how Rex remained loyal to, well, of course, didn't remain loyal to Ahsoka until his inhibitor chip got removed. And, of course, we begin with dead. But we, however, just want to say that this will be different from the clones we see on Rebels. Like, oh wait, I'm sorry, not Wolf. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not Commander Wolf. Commander Wolf is the one who, of course, is a part of the Clone Force and had lost his left eye. Again, I'm sorry. And Gregor was the one who was a clone commando, lost in a planet. So, yeah. That's pretty much the whole clone, but yeah. Alright guys, now we're at the High Republic era. But if you want to skip to the next topic, be my guest. But again, this is not me defending the Clone Wars. Oh, sorry. The High Republic, excuse me. It's not me defending the High Republic. This is me, in my own opinion. I'm not telling you to. I'm not gonna say I recommend it. It's just, hear what I have to say, And it's not for me to change your opinion. It's just what I have to say on my own perspective. But again, if you want to skip to the last topic, be my guest. Alright guys. And it's just, however, I'm just saying, I got the High Republic era with books. But again guys, if you don't want to, hear what I said, but before, if you want to skip it, this is not me defending the High Republic era. This is not me. It's not me recommending you guys the books. The High Republic era books. Me going dive in, but this is where I got The Light of the Jedi, and it's by Charles Soule. And my first impression is, there is the negative, like, characters. And one character died of the Great Disaster. But for the positives, however, is the there's also a negative. I know it's a political views and all, but I'm staying out of this one. Guys, I'm staying out of this one, okay? Because the year span, not enough. 200 years before the Phantom Menace. Really? 2 minutes? Sorry, really? 200 years? Before the High Republic era? Tell him, Chris. But, like I say, that's not long enough. But I do bet the art cover looks cool. Even though, like I say, this is not me defending a High Republic era. This is me, giving my thoughts on the books. However, and the uniforms are really kind of the same. Uniforms are the same, however. It's not like, there's a High Republic Jedi Council. Yeah, but do they really need the same outfits? That's what I'm saying. Do they really need the same outfits? But them posing with the lightsaber is really cool. But now also the goods. That's the first impression. Is the introduction of the Nile. We all know that the Nile are the bad guys of the High Republic era, since there are no Siths. Which was also in the negative of the High Republic era. Let's see, let's put it in negatives, of course. So, the character development still developing, and the year span, and no Sith. That's part of the negatives. But the Nile are the positive because, of the great disaster which lands them. But yeah, I do want to say, is it woke? Well, nah, I don't see anything woke about it. Well, I'm not blind or anything. I'm just, because I don't see anything woke so far. Regarding, I'm still on the first part, the great disaster. With the Lion Beacon, set the impact. Which of course, which was the headquarters of the Jedi, of the High Republic Jedi, until. But, although, I gotta say, there are a few things I dig. The Nile, the Great Disaster, and of course the new planets that we never got to, and of course the planets that were introduced in the Phantom Menace. But, however, again, there are the negatives. Saying the character development still developing, and of course the event not long enough, and the high, and of course, and yeah, but yet I don't see anything woke about it, not yet at least. But again, it's not me defending the High Republic books. And I got myself into the Dark by Claudia Gray, which is of course the one who supported Fire Gina Carano. I tell you, if I was an employee of Lucasfilm, I would be the only one who consider rehire Gina Carano. Because if I was a Disney CEO, I would fire, but that's already been up on the Wednesday Unleashed. I already talked about that on the Wednesday Unleashed, but this is the Wednesday Awakens, so I cover topics. So if you want to hear my rant side on what's going on with Lucasfilm right now, guys, I recommend you follow the podcast, and of course, I would love to do the more of the Wednesday Unleashed, but I'm still gonna do the Wednesday Awakens nevertheless, and I never got the High Republic just yet. Never gone to the Dark just yet. Then check it out, of course. But of course, this is not me defending the High Republic. This is me talking about the books. That's it. But if you want to hear my rant side, just stay tuned for the Wednesday Unleashed. Now we go from the Light of the Jedi to the Jedi's Darkest Hours. And yes, the Bad Batch is, the ones who defile Order 66. Yet, Obi-Wan was the survivor of Order 66. So, we're going to begin with the casting. So, get ready for this casting role. And joining Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen of the Obi-Wan Disney Plus series are Moses Ingram, Joel Edgerton, Bonnie P.S., Kamal not Gianni, which who of course appeared on Stuber with MCU's very own Batista. Indira Varma, Robert Fran, O'Shea Jackson Jr., or of course, son of Ice Cube, also who's most famous for the role of his dad on Straight Outta Compton. Sung Kang, Simone Kessel, and Betty Softy. Now I gotta say that's a. Now I gotta say some of them are like well, most of them I don't know, but only a couple I know. Kumada and O'Shea Jackson Jr. But the rest I don't know, but some of them are pretty controversial, like Val with the political views. But O'Shea Jackson Jr. is best known as the young Ice Cube on Straight Outta Compton. And yes, he is related to Ice Cube. Why? Because that's his son. It's like I say, that's Ice Cube's son right there. And even though I do love a good Star Wars thing, but again, since Gina Carano's been 5, no spoiler warning for this one. Again, yeah, because it's like I say, I know I'm not a fan of. I'm a huge Gina Carano fan. I love Cara Dune, and of course, I love Gina Carano. She's a sweetheart. She's a real sweetheart in acting, and of course, she was the pioneer of breaking down barriers of the MMA with diversity, the diversity power of the MMA. But yeah, we're closing in the, Women's Month, but, National Women's Month, but that's the woman I want to talk about is Gina Carano. She's the empowerment of the women everywhere. Just like with Amelia Earhart, who became the first female pilot. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, first ever woman to be accounted for at the Supreme Court. And, well, I'm not gonna say Kamala Harris, just, sorry. That's again, like I say, that's pushing diversity, but Gina Carano should deserve a National Women's Day spot because for her breaking out barriers of the MMA, defying the men, defying the man's laws of the MMA, and she's and of course she's a sweetheart. Like she was involved with Deadpool, as Angel does. And yeah, even though she played a devilish villain, it's no secret that Gina Carano is an angel. But yeah, like I say, the cast, however, some of them I know, like a few I know, but most of them, not so much. Like aside from Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen. But like I say, But I wonder, but I hope this plays out very well with story with Deborah Chow. And again, guys, I'm gonna reveal what I just saw. Since y'all canceled Disney Plus after what happened, and I don't blame y'all, and I'm not mad at y'all for doing that. All right, guys, it's time to end the episode. Alright guys, that's gonna do about it for the Wednesday Awakens. It's good to be back to talk about the Wednesday Awakens, which is part of March Mayhem, by the way. But again, guys, if you want to hear my rant side, okay, look up Wednesday Unleashed, where of course I was not happy with the Lucasfilm Gina Carano situation. Not because of y'all, because of what Lucasfilm did. Firing this sweet angel of a woman named, strong woman named Gina Carano. Or to say, sweet angel of the strong women. But yeah, I'm gonna get on the, Lucasfilm very soon again, but for now, is the Wednesday Awakens, and of course, Legends coming to Disney Plus, and the Bad Batch gonna come on May the 4th, and the High Republic just wipe off the dust. And now with the ensemble cast, well, not ensemble, but you know what I mean. Alright guys, that's good about it. I'll see you guys next time. And as always, may the force be with you, and stay tuned for tonight. It'll be the main event. Godzilla versus Kong.